Morning, dear children. How are you all? Welcome to the video tutorial of computer class. So let's continue with the revision of chapter number 5, that is Introduction to MS Excel. Today we will be revising about data types. What are data types? Data type basically describes the type of the data that can be entered by the user in the Excel worksheet. Means the type of data that you are entering, its type is defined by the data type. So there are different types of data types in MS Excel. Let's learn those data types. First data type is numbers. Numbers are the values basically that consist of numerals like 0 to 9 and different characters like plus, minus, at the rate, percentage, etc. These data types are basically used for the calculation purposes. Some important points while using this numbers data type is to be followed, like a decimal point is used as a separator for the decimal numbers. You can use a comma as a separator for the numerical values in thousands, 10,000s, etc. Numbers can also start with a dollar sign. Numbers are interpreted as a date only if it is entered in the American date format, that is month, date and year. The next type of data type is text. Text includes a combination of letters, numbers and various special characters. Excel considers any data that it does not recognize as a number, date, time, or formula as text. A cell in an Excel can contain up to 32,767 characters in it. The third type is formula. A formula is basically a mathematical equation that involves numbers, values, operators, and the cell address for performing various calculations on the worksheet. An operator is basically a symbol that specifies the various actions. Now, different operators in Excel, that is mathematical operators. So let's study those mathematical operators. Here is the list of the different mathematical operators with their use. First one is plus, that is used for the addition purpose. Second is your minus, used for the subtraction. Asterisk sign for the multiplication. Forward slash for the division purpose. Percent to calculate the percentage. The last one is caret for the exponentation. Now, how you can enter the data in Excel. There are two methods with the help of which you can enter the data in Excel. The first one is locate the cell in which you want to enter the data and then double click on it to type it. Second is select the cell and type the data in the formula bar. You can see the characters that you are typing in the formula bar. It will be shown to you in the active cell. Now let's study how you can edit the data in Excel. There are different methods. First one is we can delete the contents of a cell by selecting it and pressing the delete key. Second is you can also delete the text by typing over the text. To type over the text, simply click the cell and start typing. Third way, double click the cell and erase the characters using the backspace or the delete key. Now, there are different shortcut keys which you can use to move around the spreadsheet. Let's have a look at those shortcut keys. In order to move one cell up, use up arrow key. In order to move one cell down, down arrow key or enter key. When you want to shift one cell left, use the left arrow key or shift plus Tab key. In order to move towards one cell right, use right arrow key or Tab key. When you want to move at the top of the worksheet, Control plus Home is the shortcut key. In order to move at the end of the worksheet, Control plus End is the shortcut key. When you want to move at the end of the row, Control plus right arrow key is the shortcut key. In order to move at the end of the column, use Control plus down arrow key. When you want to move one page up is the shortcut key. And in order to move one page down is the shortcut key. Clear, students? So these are the shortcut keys which help you to move around the spreadsheet. Learn the steps how to save a workbook. You have to follow some particular steps in order to save your work in the Excel. First of all, you will click on the File tab, then click on the Save option. As you click on it, the Save As dialog box appears where you have to type the file name. And finally, you will click on the Save button. You can also use the shortcut key, that is Ctrl plus S, to save your workbook. In order to open the Save As dialog box, press F12 key from the keyboard. Now, how you can open your existing workbook? In order to open the existing workbook, follow the particular given steps. First of all, you have to click on the File tab, click on the Open option, and then the file you have to select which you want to open from the Open dialog box. Clear? And at the last, you will click on the Open button. Control plus O is the shortcut key which you can use in order to open the existing workbook. Finally, when you have finished your work in Excel, you need to close your workbook. The steps to close the workbook are, you have to click on the File tab and choose the Close option. As you choose the Close option, it will ask you whether you want to save it or not. If you want to save your work, click the Save option. Otherwise, if you do not want to save, you can click on the Don't Save button. To exit the Excel window, you need to click the Close button that is present on the right corner of the title bar. I hope today's topic is clear to you all. Revise these points. Take care of yourself and have a wonderful day ahead, students.